Hello. Welcome to math class. Lothario is so excited for math class. Oh, look at you. Aren't you so excited? You're so excited. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so excited. No, but yeah, okay. You'll do your math later. Good morning. Go outside. Look, it's a beautiful day. Kinda. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's always a beautiful day in Puerto Rico. I'm touching my face. Do it all the time. Don't touch your face. All right, math. We're going to go over your homework from last night, which was pages 740, 741, and 742. 740. Just that one question down there. It's pretty darn easy, that one. Find 1/7 times 1/2. Well, as they show you there, you multiply 1 times 1. You get 1. It's on top. And then on the bottom, you have a 7 and 2, and you multiply those together, you get 14. So the answer is 1/14. Here's what I want you guys to do. If you guys get a wrong answer, circle the question. Circle it. Go, number 2, I got this wrong. Number 6, I got this wrong. So you can add up which ones you're getting wrong, and you can see a pattern of what the issue is. Because I can't walk to your desks and see what's going on. Right? So, and we're going to have a test on this. We're going to have a quiz on this next week. As you guys know, quizzes, I help you. We'll do the same thing. We will, you'll write out the quiz. You'll send it to me. I will correct it, send it back to you, and you'll get a second chance to get all the right answers. Because right now we're just doing multiplication of fractions. I know some of you have questions. This is weird. I can't ask your questions. You could put your questions below in the comments section because it's YouTube. You could also, if anyone wants to have a one-on-one tutorial, we can call each other on the phone, and we can pull out a math book, and you can say, "Here are the questions I just don't understand, Mr. Dave," and I'll go through them with you. Hardly word to say. Just let me know. Have your, contact me. Just don't call me out of the blue, because you never know. I'll maybe at the beach. I could be with this dog here. Here's the other dog. Let's see. Lotharian. Someone. Dog. Schedule it. You can't. Don't call me at 11 at night. But we can figure it out. If you want to do a one-on-one tutorial with math questions, that's fine. Let's go to our homework. Just review what they had. 741. 741. Those graphs. I said you don't have to fill in the graphs. Don't worry about filling in the graphs. But I didn't bring a pencil. All I have is a Sharpie. I have to do this all in my head. 5/6 times 3/4. 5 times 3 is 15. In the bottom, 6 times 4 is 24. You know you're going to have to simplify because both of them are divisible by 3. And so your answer is going to be 5/8. Next one, 3/5 times, 3/10 times 5/6. On the top, 3 times 5 is 15 again. On the bottom, 10 times 6 is 60. Simplify. And actually, I know that 4 times 15 is 60. And so, you can divide both of them by 15. 15 divided by 15 is 1. 60 divided by 15 is 4. So the answer is 1/4. Number 4, 3/4 times 2/7. 3 times 2 on the top, 6. 4 times 7 on the bottom, 28. Simplify because they're both even. 3/14 would be your answer. Number 5. Oh, number 5. There's one It's 3/5 times 5/6. You got a 5 in the top. You got a 5 in the bottom. Cross them both out. You get 3/6. 3/6 you'll simplify into 1/2, of course. Number 6. 3/4 times 5/12. 3 times 5 is 15. Lots of 15s on this page. 3 times 5 is 15. At the bottom, 4 times 12 is 48. They're both divisible by 3. Because you know the top one's divisible by 3. Because it's 3 times 5. And you know the bottom one is divisible by 3 because 4 times 12, and 12 is the same as 3 times 4. And so you'll get the answer of 5/16. Answer number 6 is 5/16. Number 7. Oh, it's a nice easy one. I like easy ones. 2/9 times 1/3. 2 times 1 on the top is 2. 9 times 3 in the bottom is 27. You are done. 2/27. Number 8. 3/4 times 2/5. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 5 is 20. Both even. Simplify. 3/10 is your answer. Number 9. 1/3 times 2/5. Another easy one. 1 times 2 on the top. 2 on the bottom. 3 times 5 is 15. The answer is 2/15. Number 10. Ooh, I see a 5 on the top and a 5 on the bottom. Let's get rid of them. 3/5 times 5/7. Get rid of the 5s. They cancel each other out. They turn into a 1. So the answer is 3/7. I mean, if you multiply it, you get 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 7 is 35. You can divide both by 5, of course, and you'd get 3/7. All right, find the number, the algebra. Find the unknown in each equation. Write in simplest form. 6/7 times 3/4. 6 times 3 is 18. 7 times 4 is 28. They're both even numbers. 18 over 28 would turn into 9/14. We divided both of them by 2. Can I lean back here? I'll just sit up. Number 12. 2/3 times 1/4. On the top, 2 times 1 is 2. On the bottom, 3 times 4 is 12. 2 over 12. Both even numbers. You can divide them both by 2. 1/6 is the answer. Number 13. 5/6 times 2/3. 5 times 2 is 10. 6 times 3 is 18. They're both even. So you divided them both by 2. And so the answer would be 5/9. Remember, I didn't have a pencil. Always bring a pencil. And I brought a Sharpie. I'm not going to write a Sharpie in the textbook. It's insane. It would like bleed through all of the pages. I'd write the answer on page 741, page 820. It'd still have the same answer. Turn the page, 742, algebra. It's funny, they call it algebra, but it's really geometry. I just want to think that you're so advanced. You're so advanced, you guys. Find the area of the rectangle shown. How do we find the area of a rectangle? We multiply one side, the height, by the width. The height is 1/2 yard. The width is 7/10 of a yard. 7/10 times 1/2. 7 times 1 is 7. 10 times 2 is 20. The answer is 7/20 of a yard. Not very big, that rectangle. Number 15. Refer to example 1. Complete the steps to show how 3/4 times 2/3 can also be found using properties and equivalent fractions. Oh, so this is the thing where they just, the property and we use property. Okay, what's the name of that property? The commutative property? Remember okay, pause for 1 second. 16, write a real-world problem that describes this model. Really? If you wrote one down, put it in the comments below because I'm curious. I don't know. What is 1/16 times 1? I don't know. It's a weird question. You can ignore that question. How can I multiply fractions? Number 17. You can multiply them by doing your homework. Let's go back up to that 15 again. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that. 3/5 times 1/3. Figure out my cap. I'll never find it again. It's a mess here. Do you see this tree? It's just like I planted it. This bush, I planted it after Maria, thinking, oh, it'll be nice to get something growing again. And it's just taken over. It is taken over. Oh, up there you can see the mangoes. Can you see any mangoes in that mango tree? They're up there. There's a couple. That's going to be a good mango year. That's good. Mangoes. Mangoes make me happy. What am I doing here? 3/5 times 1/3. So, multiplication, as we all know, you can move around. 1 times 3 is exactly the same as 3 times 1. 2 times 4 is the same as 4 times 2. 5 times 7 is the same as 7 times 5. It doesn't matter what order they're in. You can change them around when it's multiplication. And the reason you might want to change them around is they'll just make it easier. So on the top, what do we have here? We have 3 times 1 equals 5 times 3. If you move it around, make it 1 times 3 over 5 times 3, then it's easier to see that it's 1/5, 1 over 5, times, what's 3 over 3? 3 over 3 is 1. It's 1. Anytime you've got a number on top of a number, it's the same number, 4/4, it's 1. 7/7, it's 1. When you're multiplying by a 1, you can ignore it. It's just multiplying it by a 1, right? So everything you can turn into a 1, you don't have to multiply. Let's do one more of these that are kind of simple like that. Let's do 4/7 times 1/4. 4 times 1 is 4. 7 times 4 is 28. You have 4/28. You have to simplify. This way, this way of doing it is you don't have to simplify. You get the simplification out of the way at the beginning. Again, what do you have on top and the bottom? They're exactly the same. You have a 4. You want to rewrite it so it looks neater. 1 times 4. It's the same thing, right? We just moved the numbers around. But it's multiplication. That is a 1. Your answer is 1/7. So when you can do that. It makes simplification easier. You can still multiply everything out, and then you just have to simplify. That is it. All right, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to get out of the sun because now it's getting hot. I'm drink some more coffee. And even the dogs are like hiding from the sun. Just like, I'm going to sit here down. There's one. There's the other one. Yeah, they know it's